one.
You parallel parked in front of a car that didn't even need to be there. That's classic. See, that hill, sprintable. Very sprintable to me. How many reps? Yeah. As many as it takes, I don't know. Probably light, like 30. That's all I do when I look at hills. I'm just looking at gradients and distance. And I imagine the knee drive required. Then I get on my like little thing, I type it out, and of course, they can't fuck with it. So what Eddie's doing now is shooting with the light.
Paying attention.
Which also means he's forcing my shoes to get in the dirt. And if you look at them closely, they're fresh white. Not the worn out white. I'm talking straight from Alabama. Huckta white. Racist white. Pull up in the LAX. I could give you 10 of these in 10 minutes. Walk back, rest. This is a good one. He.
Hold on, let's show
Sheesh.
Let's show the people.
Rep 1. You coming? Oh. This would be an excessive drive just to work out here.
It's actually not that bad. I'll take it.
We always get lucky with parking. I'll wait. I don't know their brake situation. On Lola the Corolla, that would have been a manslaughter charge. Oh, that Honda.
You're talking about your Lola.
Yeah, oh. Corolla, no thank you. On the way out. I know myself. Could have what? Of course we could have. But then we would have been playing soccer. Instead, we're working and scouting. Do you guys know any good malls nearby? I'm new here. I don't know if this
is the
leads to anywhere.
leads to there.
I don't think any of that does. Maybe here. Like, where's the flow of tourists coming from? You don't think it goes anywhere? I mean, fuck these kids. So don't record the kids. I'm just saying, oh, it really doesn't lead anywhere. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe there's no hiking here. Yeah. People coming out from over there. But then where does it lead to?
Yeah.
Right, there is no hike over here. There's no way. We're at the top. So that means there's no more climbing to do. Fuck. Never got the form right. Okay, here's a trail. Right? No, that's no trespassing. Okay. Ew. Damn, bruh. We really played ourselves. That's a little disappointing. This is where I bring shorties, not hike with Eddie. Bring a blanket down and shit. Damn, man. I'm just mad we actually got the spot. For what reason? Let me look. I did put in park. I just assumed parks lead to trails, and if you see this shit goes nowhere. But that's a trail at the bottom of the hill.
Where does that lead to?
Another road.
Is there a Hollywood sign?
Yeah, but we gotta take this trail first. Which means let me get my cash out and be a man of my honorable word. And if $7 isn't enough, it's not meant to be.
You think we're the only ones that came here and just were disappointed?
You came here and were confused?
Yeah.
Probably today, yeah. Not the first ever, but the first today. Hello.
Lime? Just lime.
And chamoy?
Chamoy lime. Chamoy lime.
Thank you.
Hello, how are you? Is this horchata or
Yes,
what do we have?
horchata, strawberry milk, mango, pineapple,
Okay.
and watermelon.
Can I get watermelon, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. How much is it first? So I know if I have enough cash.
$7 and
Okay.
$10.
The seven's good, please. Thank you.
You want ice on it?
Yes, please.
¿Y dónde estaba? ¿Other?
Thank you. Appreciate it. 7 in there. Thank you so much. Yep.
Thank you.
The fresh cut fruit. It's a little expensive, but I bet the mango's actually from a plant. And not that fake rubber shit they're trying to fool us on lately. Okay. Yeah, that's real right there. You wanted some?
No. Too late to ask now.
I mean, these legs working. These legs work in reverse too, you know what I'm saying? See that line, like going up the hill there? That's our trail. That's what the map says. Remember that, the level, probably chest height, yeah. What happened? I've never seen that before. Don't chill out. I'm giving it so many instructions. You're recording in vertical. Let me see.
See, like he turned into like.
Damn, that thing still acts up. You doing the tracking? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been thinking about what's gonna be the balance of living the ideal life of ours that's prioritizing health and a peaceful day to day. And then the balance of that between being present and home, where I want to actually have relationships with people and help with the infrastructure and change shit over time. It's like you can't be completely absent and then show up and just do an event once a year.
Yeah.
And then be like, you know, give me the key to the city, y'all. I'm here for y'all. That's not what it's about, but just about like. But I can't live there, bro. I can't live there right now. Just on an ecological standpoint, just the ecology, the environment, the actual weather, the air. I can't do that and then be me. I don't know how. I tried. I just don't come out well in that. It's like making good food in the Easy Bake Oven or some Michelin star equipment. Uh-oh, we got the gang pulling up. That's what I thought, pussies. But then it's also like, is there benefit to living in Schenectady? Like, to fix problems, you gotta know problems. And we know what it's like when administrations, like school administrations and the superintendents and these kind of outside people come. They come from a different city and then they just plop into the city as mayor, or they plop in as like whatever in the school district. They don't really care or get it. Let's make sure we're going the right place. Did we miss the trail? Nope, we gotta climb. This probably look cool. But it's like you gotta, yeah. When in doubt, hit the thing twice. Yeah, exactly. That works pretty well. You gotta be a little bit in the problem to have felt the problem, to know where the pain points are. That's why nobody can fuck with us on talking about chronic pain, because you just have to have the scars and the heart for it first. That's the bare minimum. Before your knowledge, you actually have to care and be able to express that you care. And there's no script that you can copy that gets the heart across on the video. Because when people try, it's just cringy. And so you have to care first before you can help anybody with any problem. And the baseline requirement of that is, have you been through it? And people can feel that shit. They're not dumb. And so in our world, that's where the $2,000 back rehab programs come in, and they miss people. They do a lot of sales. They literally get on calls with people and will close them like it's a mentorship group. And so I'm sure they mean well, and I'm sure like it's not an evil ploy, but you just won't go big in making a dent to problems. So same thing with Schenectady. If we want to actually do something, I don't know what's the adequate availability and access to keep, you know. But maybe it's the half year thing. Maybe it's not a question of Schenectady, it's more of a thing of New York State. Because we're on the East Coast throughout the summers. Damn, I should have been collecting rates and seeing what's the competitive watermelon juice rate. You know my body. We get on this side. The gimbal works a little better. It has that camera has a stiff neck on the right. It can go left far, but the right's like. But if we're in New York during the summers, We can easily go up,
Oh, yeah.
take the train, stay there I'll stay there 3 days. Then go, leave, come back. That's so easy. So that's not really a problem.
Let me stay ahead of you, so try not to walk.
What'd you say?
Let me stay ahead of you, so try not to walk past me.
Is that a matter of me walking slower or are you walking faster?
You walking slower.
I think you walk faster. We can walk the same speed. Just give you a head start. No, keep going. And then we maintain. You and I would have never gotten handoffs right.
Oh, no.
Sounds like we would have had some really feisty practices.
Honestly,
We had 4x8, so we could be like,
yeah, that would have been the easiest thing ever.
that shit really show. When you look at 4x1s, I'll watch sometimes Elite 4x1s and look at a new team every time I watch it. You're not staying in front. See, that's
I'm
the,
in front.
that's
Don't
the
worry,
thing.
I'm watching.
I'm not talking about you watching, I'm just saying you in front.
I'm in front.
Almost a DQ
I'm in front.
in my eyes. You watch a new team every time, and you can literally see where like a gap of 10 meters was caught just because of an ill handoff.
That was our downfall or breakdown in high school.
What was the problem?
Handoff. Kobe and
What
Hassan.
what was the problem?
Kobe and Hassan never worked on handoffs, never wanted to work on handoffs, thought they were gods.
Really? I
They
feel like
fucked
they
it up.
wouldn't have cared to.
Bro, that's the reason why we lost that state.
It's that
Our state qualifiers.
Cerrone didn't let them practice,
No,
or
we literally were at New Albany at a soccer field. Me and Jake repeatedly practicing handoffs, and Hassan and Kobe didn't. Hassan and Kobe did not want to. They're like, "Nah, we got this. We got this," and they're the ones that fucked up the handoff.
they were just rolling blunts, or what? What do you do? I'm just saying, like, it's not that hard
Not
of.
that hard.
It's not that hard of work. It's fun.
Exactly. And then once you fuck it up, and you're like, "Damn, really not that fucking hard."
Yeah. Yeah, when you repeat something to the point that is boring, you underestimate how much practice it took, but it's really not a thing. But until you do that, you're kind of just hoping. This shit looks great. The air's different here. They don't need to see that dumb shit. Fine. $1,000 fine to go that way? I bet it's more fun than $1,000.
Is there snakes over there?
I'm sure. There's snakes everywhere, but like problems? I don't think so. I think it's more bears, mountain lions, or cougars. A lot of those. Something weird with their lips. That's not even a joke. That's really the condition out here. Cougarville. But, yeah, man. I was talking to Enoch about talking to him. I'm leaving you, just so you know. I'm putting on my jets. I just don't want to do it without you knowing.
I'll start running. This gimbal really balances everything out.
Works out.
So you're talking to Enoch.
Yeah, just about how hard it is to maintain focus, especially once you get some success on a certain project or mission. Because every level you go higher on the climb, you reach a new base camp, you make friends at the base camp, and then they try to convince you like, yo, bro, base camp 2 is lit. Stay with us and we're gonna have fish next week. And you're just chilling. And the analogy of that is just saying, when we started the low back stuff, it was just in-person training. and I was training the most sensitive people who had had surgery and it was their last chance effort holistically to fix it. And I made really close relationships with these people for a year. And then when I was transitioning to a more personal online coaching, everyone in person was like, what do you mean you're leaving us? They got progress. A lot of them were feeling a lot better and they were on the track to be perfect over years. But you form this relationship where they have gratitude for you. And because of that, I feel like I owe them because they're so grateful.
Yeah.
And so I'm letting you just,
Yeah, no, you're good. I just want to stay away from the sun.
okay, I'm gonna let you just do your thing because I'm getting
You're good. Just keep,
worried about you telling me this and then I'm letting you and,
you keep talking. I got you.
okay. Moment cut. What was I saying?
We're talking about in-person clients.
Yeah.
One's leaving, going online.
Just basically, it's so hard to make progress in any real honest effort, like not a bag grab, but actually trying to create something new or make a mission. And then once you get some progress, it's really easy to just want to stay there because people are grateful for you. And then you try to think about retention. You don't want to lose members, even after they're fixed. So imagine we get people from their worst place, their back's feeling better, and now they're all asking, how do I get to sports? And the business-minded person is going to go, well, let's keep retention for life. You don't want endless clients. You want a lifetime client. You want just constant retention. They're diehards. But then that's veering from the actual mission, which was, I'm just trying to help the person on day one at rock bottom find their path and get them far enough that they're self-sufficient again. I'm not actually trying to fix your back, then teach you how to build an athletic body, then teach you how to get to sports with an even stronger back. It's like, that's not the mission, but that's what people ask for. And so you end up having to frustrate and feel like you're letting down the people that you helped. And it just sucks. I went through it multiple rounds on bigger levels every single time. In-person training for years, I got super close with the people I was training for their low back. Then I did the online BBB program. That was 300 people. Every in-person client was upset. But there's a bigger mission. I don't know what to say. And then I feel bad. And then I helped a few hundred people over a year, got really close with them online. And I said, we're gonna put that down. We're gonna start the website, the DIY approach. And then now it's tens of thousands. And I already know once I veer out of the community side of it, if I ever take time from the group chats or calls on that level, and I focus on writing books or doing workshops in places, or we do just more education-based infrastructure focused change, people are going to be upset about the access loss. But it's like the whole point wasn't to make you love me. The whole point was to make you realize you got this. And that's not a good sales pitch. That's not a good lifelong hook to keep you. So basically saying it's always going to be a temptation to appease people, to just give them another layer of value and another layer of value. But we just have to be willing to have people like make progress and they're good. What are you doing, bro?
We're not going there.
Why not?
That's back on the road.
There's more trails.
Is there?
Just talk.
I'm
Just
trying,
talk.
I'm trying not to interrupt you.
I know, but you're guiding me like I'm an actor. I'm like, bro, I'm not reading a script. We can just talk. The point is to not feel like we're doing anything. This is a real conversation I'm trying to have with you, and I don't know if you're hearing it or you just focus on the shot.
I'm focusing on the shot, but don't want to interrupt you.
No, you could talk. It might help. That's our real process.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to show, like, one, record for our own sake, and help open the door for our real process of how we kind of do this. It's not about staging it in a certain way. So we're gonna go up the squiggly road. I don't know where we're supposed to stand. There's definitely a car coming.
There's park.
Yeah, don't worry about the filming right now. Yeah, don't worry about the 50. And they're giving advice that is business savvy and makes sense. But when you really look at the undertone, you look at the actual core takeaway and why, it just comes down to like, come on, bro, this is a community I like. This is like, don't take this away. And it's like, I respect that. Unfortunately, everything was a checkpoint to the next.
Yep.
And
I think that's how we really look at everything. I think for you and I too.
yeah,
Every step that we've done, obviously we've had parents or people that kind of like tell us, oh no, you're not good enough.
I was gonna say, we had parents, no, I didn't.
Yeah,
I should have let you cook. Yeah,
We had people in our lives that really kind of try to limit us to what we had in that moment. You know what I mean? Like for me, staying in Schenectady, staying with my parents, owning the house, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Even though it was great,
it's a win,
it's a win.
progress. Now you doing something they don't understand, they're going to now put back into your head, why are you throwing this shit away? You did something great. But it's like, you have to risk good for great. You have to risk great for phenomenal. You have to risk phenomenal for world changing. And if I'm serious about the shit I'm saying, of textbooks will change, hospital clinical approaches will change, then it's going to have to look like a weird move as a trainer, or a weird move as an online coach, or a weird move as a influencer, whatever level you leave. Yeah.
That's where we're at now. It's like, obviously we're trying to make our product perfect for our clients,
Yeah.
but like it's not about appeasing to people or people's standards or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a fine line too,
Very fine line.
of realizing you need the feedback to refine things.
Yeah.
But also, when you have a vision that no one else can see, a lot of people's feedback would make sense if I were making what you expected. If I'm making a baked ziti and I've got this ingredients all going in here and you're like, yo bro, you forgot this ingredient, you forgot the tomato sauce, then that would make sense, your advice. But you may not realize I'm making a beef Wellington. This is just step 1 of 7. That was a lame ass analogy, but it's like,
Make a beef Wellington out of ziti product.
that's a weird start. That's a weird start to that dish. But for real, if it looks like I'm building a bicycle and I have 2 wheels, then I start adding more. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm building a car. You know, it's, where's the next trail? It's right here. I love analogies, but sometimes
your analogies be like mine.
well, sometimes Steph Curry puts it up and he misses. You could be a goat.
That's an analogy.
Yeah. I'll still make some, don't get me wrong. This doesn't look like a fun trail. You lead the way.
I might not be recording.
Good day to wear the white kicks.
Love them shit.
That's why I ruin them. Because things that I love, I tend to swear to God, it says this is a trail. Oh. You don't think that's a trail? Where is it about to take us, bro? That ain't.
Where is this about to take us?
That's not a trail. The last house, okay, yeah. And then to the left of it, oh no, to the right, I mean. And then we're supposed to go, I think.
You ready for the run?
I'm not gonna lie, I think that's what we're supposed to do. Oh. Maybe that's not what we're supposed to do. Okay, let's keep walking. Corporate office with my feet up. My knees. Maybe that's the trail. which doesn't add up to what this shit says, but fuck it. There's definitely no cars coming through. This shit is the trail. God damn it. Let me see your straight leg work. Boing. But yeah,
We're definitely in a different stage of life, man.
what do you mean?
I'm just like realizing where we can get comfortable and get complacent, or we can
I wouldn't even call it that.
tackle on.
I wouldn't call it, it's not comfortable and I'm not complacent, but what I would call it is tunnel vision, to where you're staring at this one thing trying to fix it and you can forget, I don't need to fix this shit. That's not even my goal when I really think about it. So, just a reminder that I'm not caring about the filming, but just don't fall behind. How would you feel about a house that's transparent on such a touristy trail? I guess if you got it, you want people to see it. Interesting. But yeah, I haven't been complacent. It's not comfortable for me personally, but it is like you'll get in the same groove of the same type of work, the same, even if you're on a, it just we end up very patternized. No matter where you're at. You see that with artists, you see that with athletes, and then we like to judge people that are idolized. The same people that will idolize athletes and celebrities are the same ones that will judge them once they get stuck. But it's like, you, the viewer, you have been stuck for 30 years. Like, you're stuck in the same shit too. Someone in the shooting slump is like you stuck at a job you hate. It's dumb to compare them because you're like, that's the dream life and my shit sucks. But it's talking about stagnancy, stuckness. That's just, I don't know. It goes up and down. I don't really stress that. But it feels good when you get wherever they want to go. I don't know. Like, the point of these talks aren't to try to sound deep or think of things. It's like the conversations we recorded when we were planning the 8 offers of LBA, you know? Just like public business meetings that we have. And it's the reason why it's a thing is because when you're newer to this, it's a condition we all have where, like, the camera on mode. Even if you're behind or in front of it, as soon as we hit an on button on the camera, there's like a level of, you may not even feel it, but you know it because when you say something dumb, you think, oh, damn, that was dumb. And it's like, bro, you say 30 dumb things a day. But now, because that one was on record, you're like, oh, shit. Yeah, right? As if it's on live. Okay, this is crazy that this is someone's driveway. Okay. Which means people drive through this or no? This is picturesque. Yeah. ATVs would be fire. A little dirt bike would be fire. But yeah, man. We were also talking about potentially adding, so like our entire goal with this site is to give it an honest, gamified feeling. not just for the retention for memberships, but genuinely to get people to adopt what I do call the long game. There's a reason I don't call it the long rehab, and it's called the long game, because this shit gets confusing. There's fun moments, there's sad moments, and that is best viewed as a fucking baseball game or soccer game, because otherwise you're gonna think my life is a roller coaster of pain. But if you view it like a game, a little more comical, a little more patient. And so our goal is just keep thinking of ways that make tough times feel like a game. And so when someone signs up for the website, what we think might work is letting people almost predetermine a length of time that they sign up for. Let's get past these people real quick, because they seem nervous. Oh my, your footing is crazy. Hey, I'm waiting for the foot to give. Hey. You got cleats on, huh? Hey. I know how these shoes give out. Hey, okay, we can walk. Is this the top? Oh, wow. Want to go further? Nah. Nasal breathing. My worry is just the traction. Saw a video of two kids sending it down like a wet trail, rocks and shit, like sprinting down steep steps on a trail with cliffs.
That's crazy.
I'm just like,
You know that
I don't know when I became a pussy. Nope.
where they roll cheese down on people basically that
That
tumble down?
That should be fucking you up.
Bro, torn ACLs.
Oh, they start running. Yeah.
It's just stupid.
Y'all don't have the body for that, bro. Some of y'all have the body to roll, but y'all don't have the body to hit the brakes going 30 miles per hour.
And steeper than this.
Bro, legs be hitting the dirt like
Buckle in.
that backwards leg press. Hyperextended, kick yourself in the thigh.
Just wanted to ask if it's possible, like, to get to the sign. No, it's not possible, right?
I'm sure it's possible, but legal, I don't know. It looks you could climb there and walk straight up, but I think I've seen a bunch of signs that says no Hollywood sign access. Like over there, if you start climbing up, there'll be a sign that says there's no access to the sign.
Right. So this is the closest point to which we can get.
I think so. I mean this might go up a little higher, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's the perfect place to take pictures, right?
I think this is as good as you can get to a postcard. This is it. I think this is it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
No problem.
Shit, you look jacked.
It was walking up these hills, man. You running up these hills.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen Creed 3?
Creed 3?
Yeah.
I think so.
There's this very famous scene from the training montage in which, like, Michael B. Jordan runs to the top of the Hollywood sign.
Of this?
Yeah, and just screams at the top.
Oh, wow. He didn't get arrested
Was
looking.
it on the opposite side?
I
though?
think it was on
It
the
was on
opposite
the
side.
And then they show him at the
So
top.
we're clearing.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Clearance we don't have.
that's the Rocky version of Philly and running up. That's funny.
Yeah.
Cool, guys. Well, we're gonna try to find our way down.
Yeah, of course.
Good luck. No problem. Thank you, you too.
I think getting down was a lot easier than coming up.
Yeah, we could have just did this. That's all good. But yeah. Well, yeah, no business. The things people will do before just working on their body.
This is gonna be a pause.
Nah, you can keep it. What are you talking about? You talking about? Yeah, you just go like this. Watch it. You gotta pick your footing. You send it without thinking, say I'm doing a chest move, you almost bumped into me. I'm going to go left foot in this pocket, right foot here. Yeah, you're gonna want your hands. You're gonna want some hands on this one. Beware of rattlesnakes, okay? That's interesting. You're right. Okay, we're still going? Yeah, so back to the gamified thing. So, we're thinking that we let people determine their you are here point. I think this side, no?
No, that's darker there.
Up the EV, man.
No, like the sun, the setting, and like there's a bright and then everything underneath.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So to let people decide basically how fucked they are. So the goal with the website is to let somebody pick from the time they sign up. I've never had a back injury. I'm just having an achy back on and off with these little things during my workouts, and I don't want to have back problems. So their long game might be 3 months, and we could have them sign up for the 3-month game plan of the program, right? Or you could have somebody who's like, I've been on and off injured, I just had a herniated disc, I'm 23, I've been in it for like a year or two. All right, we might be honest with them, your long game might last 6 to 9 months. Let them pick, right? 9 months. Or if someone's been injured for years and they're like 35, we just tell them, homie, pick a side, bro. There's a guy on the one wheel just zipping. If someone's been hurt for a long time, we could drop the whole timeline aspect. Let me say it again. But basically, we let people pick a duration of time that they think is a long game for them. Just accept, bite the bullet. This is 6 months for the rest of my life to be better. I'm going to have to do this for 6 months. Then the reason why we're going to do that is that you can work backwards and calculate every session they do. They just did session 1 of 100. They're 1% done. Or they just did session 17 and now they're 17% along. That's nasty. 17% along the long game. Not that that actually speeds it up, aside from the fact that you get the perception in the measurement of progress. Because when you tell people, just play the long game, but you don't specify what that could mean, to be honest, I don't really know how long that is. But at least having the idea, it's gonna be a long time, so let me pick 6 months. And then you work towards that, and you're like, okay, I'm a month there, I'm a sixth of the way there, I'm 3 months, I'm halfway. You just get a different kind of like gear kicking in. It's like running a marathon, and imagine they didn't have mile markers. You're hitting the first wall, you're like, I'm almost there, you're at mile 7. And you're like, if I just get through this, and then you go and you're like, okay, where's the finish line? You might be at mile 19. Imagine that, no watch and no mile markers on a marathon. You're going to quit.
Especially if they're feeling good too, and like they're getting progress through the whole process. It's just gonna feel 10 times better, you know.
I mean, but that's a given.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, I'm just saying, like you're talking about like mile markers. Like I'm saying, like giving it that sense is a very good idea, because if somebody's feeling good in like month 2, and then or like feeling all right in month 1, feeling great in month 2, feeling amazing in month like 3, and they have a 6-month roadmap, right? I feel like that just, I don't know, it would give me motivation to do things.
But you don't need motivation if you're feeling good.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I'm more focused on the people. I'm focused on the reality of it, which is that it's going to be a confusing journey. Like, this shit isn't going to make sense at certain miles of the marathon. You're going to feel good, like you said, but then month 4 they may not, and that's what really discourages them. But they can keep going if they know this is called the wall. I'm at mile 20. I get past this, the last 2 or 3 is easy. And so it's true, everything's going to feel better if they feel better. But the main thing is, like, part of having people embrace the idea of the long game is going to be giving them a chance to get excited about wins along the way. what I used to do when I was trying to be a fitness influencer and I was just starting and I was at like 40,000 followers and I had some arbitrary goal of 100K for some reason, is I made a checkbox list, a big list on the page with a bunch of little check boxes for each 1,000 followers. And so I was 60K away, so I made 60 check boxes. And every time I get 1,000 followers, I would check a box off. And over time, you can see the check boxes start to get there. And now we get like whatever, thousands of followers a day, and we don't really track that shit, and I'm on a different kind of game. But setting mini check marks in mini games along the long game is critical to not buy into the ebbs and flows and ups and downs of the long game, because you're going to get confused on the day-to-day. Tuesday, you feel good. Wednesday, you feel an ache that hasn't been there ever. Thursday, you feel the best you ever have. And then Saturday, you think you're back at square one because you had a flare-up. But if you just focus, I'm on month 1, I'm on month 2, and you have these benchmarks. Like, people comment on my videos when I talk about the 30 rep check mark test.
Yeah.
And they're like, why 30 reps? That doesn't make sense for the science. Strength and hypertrophy is this range, and that's endurance. I'm like, bro, get your nerd ass out of here. Nobody actually cares. I'm sorry to say, for the fitness professionals, I used to care a lot about that stuff too. I'm just letting you know about the people we're trying to help. They don't care. He stole your car. They don't really care. What people actually care about is seeing something they can't do today, having a doable challenge that doesn't discourage them completely, and seeing themselves at the top of that and achieving it. Whether or not that was the most optimal set rep scheme or periodization, they do not give a fuck. And honestly, that's called practical value. Impractical value is the laboratory science which makes it the most optimized. But if no one does that, then it's very impractical. It doesn't matter. It has no value because no one's doing it. And so when it comes to something like back pain, which is literally 50% emotional in the actual journey of it, you have to do more psychology considerations than you do even structural tissue, science, physiology considerations. And so people come in who don't have back injuries and come and like give their little 2 cents about how the math doesn't add up. 30 reps is a weird test. And I'm just like, man, how many people have you helped at the rock bottom?
Not gonna lie to you, I think we missed our turn.
I think there's more than one roundabout. No, you're right. So we came.
We came from this way. We definitely missed our turn.
So we came this way, and then we drove downhill.
No, we came.
Yeah, we came from here.
Drove downhill.
We came from here. Watch out. You don't remember making this? Okay, where did we come from?
We came from that way. Drove down that way. And
I think there's more than one.
Around.
I think there's more than one
We're gonna
roundabout.
be those people that were walking down that path. I'm telling you.
I think there's more than one roundabout.
I'm telling you. You're gonna get to this point. You're gonna be like, oh, they covered up the scenery. Yeah.
No, bro. No, bro. We're going the right way.
All right.
Unless this has us in the wrong direction. What you laughing about?
No, we're gonna go back around that park. We're gonna go all the way down, and then we're gonna drop. We're gonna have to walk all the way up.
You got $50?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I'll see you at exactly where we parked.
Oh no, I'm taking this route with you.
I know, this is where we parked.
No, not at all.
We're going to end up at your car.
We're gonna end up where we parked, but this is not the way we came.
Oh, I know it's not the way we
Oh,
came.
okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. We're going to be the people that were walking here.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't want to be those people.
We don't want to be those.
Oh, I didn't know that we didn't want to. I was like,
Because I feel like it's gonna take the same amount of time anyway. It's gonna back up here trying to figure out where we came from.
but yeah, then we can't film.
Yeah.
I was like, we agree. We're both going to the bar.
Said,
I'm glad you want to donate $50. Oh, those got thorns. Pussy boy rascal that bomba. got stabbed by something back there, man.
But I really like the whole game aspect of it. Like, I know you've spoken about it a couple times earlier on, but I didn't know how it was going to turn out. But I really like that.
Yeah,
You guys are thinking.
the point of it is less about the time frames. That's just something to then you can work backwards from and give percentages. So that's cute, that little bookshelf thing. But now we can, if you have an ideal endpoint, then every day is a specific ingredient to the full recipe. And you can give percentage bars. You can give loading bars almost like, you let me know if they're, you can have streaks. You can have bonuses and badges and like, you know, if you think about all these games, shit, even think about on a computer. Imagine trying to upload a big ass file to your computer and it doesn't tell you the speed it's uploading at, it doesn't tell you how much is uploaded yet, and it doesn't give you that estimated time.
Yep.
It's just like, it's loading.
It's loading. You get to it when you get to it.
2 hours of footage, it's loading.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna take, we're not gonna tell you, but it's loading. You're not going to wait. Like an hour in, you're just standing, you're like, is it loading at all? Is it not? And so that's how a lot of people feel about their back pain. Is it getting better? Is it not? And the thing is, you know what's funny about the loading bars on computers? It actually doesn't change the speed of the loading.
No,
It just gives you a measurement of progress, which matters along the way to feel good enough to wait. So it's the same thing with the back. Me giving people an estimate of how long it will take doesn't actually change how long it's going to take for them to fix their back. But it gives them enough of what they need in the middle ground and the steps to keep going. And that's the only thing. Some people are crazy like me, and they'll say, I don't care how long it takes. Today's Monday, I do this because I just do this. And then Tuesday, I just train my back because I train my back. It could take 5 years, I don't care. But sometimes on the tough days, you need that. You need that reminder that, hey, I'm pissed off, but I'm 70% of the way there. This is just a bad day on a good trajectory.
That's an amazing way to think about it.
This is just a bad day on a good trajectory. And that's the difference. I'm not giving you this. What? I am cooking.
That's an amazing way to look.
So, but I didn't want to do that for a long time because I didn't want to mislead people or lie and give this false sense of like, 6 months, your back's gonna be better. I don't have a clue because I don't know your back and I don't know you as a person, so I don't know how true to this process you're gonna stay. But what we'll do is this. We put you on the game of 6 months, and it's like a normal game, like any video game. When you hit the campaign goals and you complete the game, you now get to free mode and you just can keep going until you get what you need. You finish the game, you're actually only like 80% on all the things, but then you can keep going to get mastery and like hit the 100%. And so someone...
It's like you finish the story mode at 80%,
Exactly.
and then now you're on side missions on the rest.
Right, and so what that looks like with this is like, if I tell someone, hey, in 6 months you'll be done, you may not be completely fixed in 6 months, but you'll probably be a lot better after 6 months. And then you can keep going to get to your 100% pain-free level. But we gotta really stay true to the vision that was had. And this is what I mean about letting some people down on the short term. People want consults from me. They want to get on a phone call with me. I'm not as smart as you guys think. I'm not dumb. But people think the information I'm gonna give them on the call is gonna be different roughly than what I'm throwing out everywhere in the world. Now, will it be personalized with the questions I ask you? Sure. Will I help you in your process get to better questions yourself? Sure. But at the end of the day, like the need for hand-holding is just because you've lost the confidence in it or you just don't view it as something you could handle, and I get that. But like I said, we have to stay true to the vision we have, which means I can't, people offer me $1,000, bro, to get on a phone call. $500 consults, $1,000 session, they'll fly to me, and I'm just like, if I say yes to you, then I can't say no to Martha down the block, and I can't say no to this person. And I can't walk around and actually say I don't do it for the money. Not that there's wrong to doing things for money, but for me, this mission is bigger than me and too important, and the money has come in fine by not caring about the money. So it's like, I have to draw the line on which I won't do consults because it doesn't push towards the direction of education, of giving the gamified website and app experience, which is going to help millions of people. And so this is wrapping up to what I was trying to say earlier, of letting people down in the short term because they can't see your long-term vision. And it hurts if you're an empathetic person who doesn't want to let people down, especially if they're your clients. You're an in-person trainer and you built great relationships, and then to do something else, you're letting them go, and it's like, that's where we're at. And it's just, but it's good because then we remember why we're doing it. This progress bar, this alternative education model is what blew up on Duolingo. It's what's blowing up on apps like Imprint. It's where, honestly, it's taking a lot of business from higher education and actual universities, because you don't get the credentials and you don't get the stepping stones of, you know, that kind of academia route, but you can learn trades completely online on your own. If you want to learn to code, there's things like Nemo.io. You can teach yourself how to code so good you can build $1 million projects. You don't need to actually get a degree in anything with software engineer if you don't want to. Is it easier? Probably. You would hope the university does it better, but I'm just saying the same thing for Bax, the same thing for everything. I think the timing of tech and the way we're learning matched with this product market fit and the demand of people suffering. That perfect combo is just too important for me not to bring to life. It needs to be gamified, and it needs to have this feel of like you're on a journey and it's not just slogans of the long game. And that takes development that I don't know about yet. That takes a whole lot of hands on deck from people willing to give and help, and we found that. But that's why I can't do consults. And so when you